The Meta Ray-Ban display glasses now support web apps, and in just a few weeks, we've already seen an interesting lineup of experiences, from watching YouTube videos to playing full-on games and unlocking your car to browsing the internet. Some of these have real potential, while others are gimmicky at best, but it's nice to see developers cooking hard with wearables. As always, you can find all the links in the description below, and with that being said, here are 25 apps that you should see for yourself. We kick things off with this Speedometer app. It overlays the info directly onto the display along with stats like average speed, distance traveled, and trip time, which makes it feel a bit like a futuristic HUD straight out of Tron. Whether you're biking, skating, or just riding around, being able to glance up and instantly see your speed is genuinely cool. As always, try it at your own risk. In case you're interested in doom scrolling on your actual face, there is also TikTok. The app pretty much speaks for itself. With the neural band, you can swipe through clips, bookmark videos, and browse content right from the frames. It's exactly as distracting as you'd expect, but also kind of impressive to see it working on a heads-up screen. Now this next app makes you feel like Tony Stark. You connect it to your smart home so you can turn your lights on or off, choose from curated color palettes, and browse all your saved scenes. What's neat is that you can play around with this even when you're out and about, getting everything ready for when you come home. Another app that I think has a lot of potential is the Teleprompter app. It lets you give presentations without having to worry you forget your text, or if you have stage fright, this can be real nice too. Thanks to the neural band, you can control the speed in real time, choose the text size, and pause it anytime you want. At this point, it's basically a meme to have Doom running on just about anything, and now smart glasses can be added to that list. Using the wristband, you can control the game directly through the displays, and yes, it's definitely a bit gimmicky, but still incredibly epic to see Doom running on the glasses. Hopefully future versions will let us connect a controller to the frames over Bluetooth. Oh, that would be crazy. One of the more unexpectedly fun apps is this recipe one. Instead of constantly touching your phone with greasy hands, the instructions just float in front of you while you cook. You can move through steps with the neural band and start timers for each stage. There's a sports app as well that lets you check live scores, standings, and follow your favorite teams across leagues like the NFL, NBA, and MLB. Everything refreshes in real time on the frames, making it useful for quickly checking scores throughout the day. There is no video or play-by-play coverage, but for basic sports updates, it gets the job done. Next up is Twitch. You can now tune into live streams whenever you want. This app allows you to tap into who you follow that's live and scroll through top live channels and of course read the chat. As it's still early, you can currently not write any messages, but as the glasses have a neural band, I don't think it will be long before it's supported. This one sits more on the simple side, but it's the kind of app you end up using all the time. It lets you create reminders for everything, from groceries to items on your bucket list and much more. I find myself using it quite a lot day to day since there are always so many things to remember. That said, if you ever wanted a Tamagotchi living inside your glasses, that's now possible too. You can feed it, play with it, wash it, and basically take care of it throughout the day. It's a small experience, but it adds a cute and personal touch to the display. For those of you that use Reddit, you can now browse your home feed or jump into any sub with support for upvoting, saving posts, and replying through the on-screen keyboard. Comments open in a clean view that makes longer threads surprisingly readable on such a small display. Media-heavy posts are still mostly text-first for now, but for casually browsing Reddit on the glasses, it works quite well. Before we move on, here's a quick word from today's sponsor, VRWave. They make prescription and custom colored lenses for the display glasses and Gen 2s, letting you completely change the look and feel of the frames with options tailored to your eyes. VRWave offers a lot more variety than Meta currently does, including different lens styles and coatings like mirrored, gradient, and photochromic finishes. The photochromic ones are especially cool since they automatically darken in sunlight and turn clear again indoors, so you don't have to constantly switch between regular and sunglasses. Installation is real simple too. On the display glasses, the prescription lenses attach over the originals, while on the Gen 2s, you can swap the stock lenses out entirely in just a few seconds. If you want to check them out yourself, head over to VRWave.com, shipping worldwide. And you'll find more info linked down in the description. So, Arrow Beats is a rhythm game specifically designed for the glasses. Arrows fly toward the center of the display and you swipe in the matching direction to hit notes in time with the music. It's simple, fast-paced, and challenging once you start building combos. This utility app basically turns the glasses into a small offline toolkit. Alongside a standard calculator, it includes things like tip and bill splitting, plus unit conversions for temperature, weight, length, and data sizes. It's not flashy, but it's one of those apps that ends up being handy more often than you'd expect. The Phrasebook app is something you can carry with you while traveling. It gives you quick access to essential phrases in languages like Spanish, French, German, and Japanese, all optimized for the glasses with large, readable text. Everything works completely offline, so whether you're asking for directions or ordering food, you shouldn't have to pull out your phone. The list would not be complete without Dino Run, one of those simple games that just works really well on the glasses. You can summon it while waiting in line, sitting on the bus, or commuting somewhere. It's an easy little distraction you can jump into for a few minutes at a time. Discord on the displays is more focused on quickly staying up to date than full-on chatting. You can browse servers and channels, check unread messages, and react to discussions directly from the glasses using the wristband. It's not meant to replace the full Discord app yet, and things like voice channels aren't supported, but for keeping track of what's happening in your communities, it's at least a start. This next game is one of the more unique ones in the lineup, since it makes full use of the glasses' gyro controls. By moving your head, you dodge incoming hits. The concept is pretty straightforward, but it becomes really challenging once the pace picks up. One of the, let's say, calmer experiences is this guided breathing app. A glowing orb expands and contracts to guide your breathing rhythm with different patterns. The soft animations make it feel more relaxing than you would think, so give it a try if you haven't already. Something that crosses nostalgia with futurism is Tetris, which feels right at home on the display. Using the wristband, you can move and place blocks while the game plays directly on screen. It feels oddly natural once you get used to the controls and fun to have a dynamic scenery. Now, if you're interested in being able to unlock your car, this app is the first of its kind that lets you do exactly that. But that's not all. It allows you to also control the temperature and lights. Plus, you can even check the battery status anytime you like. The Market app gives you a quick way to check crypto prices. You can track things live and see the biggest movers over the past 24 hours. It's completely read-only, so there is no trading functionality, but for casually checking the market throughout the day, it works nicely. If you are someone who likes to play tennis or padel, there's a score tracker that you can summon at any time. Just be careful you don't get hit, as I don't think the glasses are ball-proof. One of the coolest apps on the glasses is definitely YouTube. You can swipe through the homepage, search for videos, browse shorts, and explore categories like music, gaming, or sports. You can see your subscriptions and playlists too, which makes the whole experience feel quite solid already. It's so futuristic being able to watch videos wherever you are. It's a bit harder to do this while you're walking, so I would suggest doing it while you're seated down. It's just more safe. So yeah, that's YouTube. Now, this app turns the glasses into a futuristic version of Breakout. Neon blocks float in front of you while the real world becomes the background, creating a trippy mix between a classic arcade game and a cyberpunk-style HUD, making it feel like an old Atari game reimagined for wearables. Lastly, there is now an internet browser that takes a more reader-focused approach to browsing on Meta smart glasses. You can search the web, open links directly, and save bookmarks or recent pages, while articles get cleaned up into a simple scrollable reader. News sites, blogs, documentations, and forums are all surprisingly readable, although full web apps like Gmail or Slack aren't really supported right now.